Njagala kulamusaako ngame tosibye otya yonna gy'osinzira okulaba eno ye BBS Terefayina Buganda Broadcasting Services. Ndi ku Masengere omwaliro ogusooka olunaku lwakuna ennaku z'omwezi 7 omwezi gwa 9 Septemba omwaka 2023 ogwa mukama waffe. Nze Stephen Danstan busuula kwagaliza benjagaliza nga buli lwakuna ssaawa bwezi tubeera ne program eyitibwa amaaso ku ggwanga. Amaaso ku ggwanga tunuulira bigenda maaso mu nsi nga tubiteekako amaaso n'omanya n'ogoberera n'oyiga n'osanyuka n'osobola okutambula n'okumanya. Omuzungu agamba if you're not informed you're deformed. Bw'oba tomanyi obeera olinako ekitundu ky'obulako ye deformation, okubeera deformed. Naye olunaku lwaleero tusuubira okwogerako omukulembeze w'eggwanga nga bwe yalangiridde retired General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ali mu maka wa President Nakasero gy'agenda okusinzira okwogerako eri eggwanga ku nsonga ez'enjawulo naye nga eri ku mwanja y'ebyokwerinda oba obutebenkevu security. Mu tweet ye gye yakoze olunaku lwajjo oba ku X handle ye yategeeza nti agenda kwogera ku byokwerinda n'ensonga enkulu ennyo eziri mu ggwanga. Aba Capital Chicken benjagala okuzigirira. Capital Chicken bano bakulundira enkoko. Enkoko nga bagamba nti olina okubeera smart farmer. Smart farmer yali atya osobola okulunda remotely, digitally, nga tokutte ku kyakyu tonoonyeza mazzi, totawaanye genda kukebera kiroba enkoko ziri zitya oba zirina ettaala oba waliwo ekisolo ekizikanze stress omwewala. Ogenda kukwata ensimbi entonotono ogende ku Capital Chicken Limited obagambe nti njagala kulunda nkoko, ofuna ebintu bibiri, ofuna capital, ofuna n'amagoba. Ogenda basanga Kanju kya street awo ekamwokya obagambe nti nze nzize busuula yangambye onadde ku Terefayina nti mumwe ekyokuddamu kyange olw'ensonga eyo nzize kulunda sente nyina bwe ziti. Balina packages ez'enjawulo mu myezi 5 ogenda kutandika kunaga sente. Ate ekyenjawulo bakuwa ne insurance ku nkoko ze bakulundidde. Wandika essimu eno 076M 888 555 0761 888 555 oba 070M 479 Jjajja Yoweri Kaguta Museveni atuuse. Sikyayinza kuba ndaazaayo katukuwa okwogera kwe, ebirala tunajja mpola mpola nga bukinaaba tusobodde.
On the Independence Day, I will give a report. Independence Day, this will be 9th of October. I will give a report, but the title I will use will be from the Church of Uganda prayer book, which says, balekanga byebasaanidde okukola ne bakola bye batasaanidde okukola n'amazima tegali mu bo. They left undone what they ought to have done, and they did what they ought not to have done, and there is no truth in them. And under that I will cover a number of topics, including security. However, on this occasion, I need to again update you on the issue of terrorism. I gave a speech on the 30th of June, a big speech here, which was later put in a booklet. I wish all those who could read English could get this booklet and read it. But what I was saying in the speech of the 30th of June, following the attack on Nyabugando Secondary School, other people call it Lubiriha, where a number of children were killed. What I was telling you was that ADF was defeated long ago, was defeated finally in 2007, just before the Commonwealth Conference, when they tried to infiltrate from Congo 100 of them, and 83 of them were killed by the commandos in Semrik National Park. That was really the final, the last blow on ADF as a military force. They went back to Congo. Of course, they were given accommodation by His Excellency Kabila, and they stayed there. Now, if they were wise, they should have just kept low and not try to foolishly provoke the security forces of Uganda. But there are people who are ideologically bankrupt, strategically bankrupt, so they underestimate things. Instead of just hiding and continuing using that space of Congo for making money, because they were making money from gold, from stealing people's cocoa, from cutting timber. Instead, they foolishly continued to try to come into Uganda. You remember they were killing our sheikhs, our Muslim sheikhs, the ones who did not support them. Quite a number of them were killed. And then they killed Joan Kagezi. That why is she prosecuting them seriously? Other prosecutors are bribed and they don't prosecute seriously. So this Kagezi must be killed. Then they killed Major Chugundu, and then they attacked General Katumba, killed his daughter. Now, this was a very big miscalculation by them. Once the security forces of Uganda are mobilized, there's no way any of such groups can survive. The only obstacle had been the attitude of the government of Congo, of Kabila. The government of Congo had no capacity to fight these people. I wouldn't want to say that they were supporting them, but they had no capacity to throw them out of their territory. And yet, they didn't want us to help them. The UN was there, but UN is not a serious force which can do any serious work. Then our brothers from Southern Africa came. They came and only fought M23. And they just sat there in Beni and other towns. And these people were there killing Congolese all that time, killing them, robbing them, but also once in a while sneaking here and committing those criminal provocations of killing our people. Now, finally, after a lot of talks, His Excellency Tshisekedi allowed us to operate. And that was the end of ADF, I can assure you. You may not know it, of course, you don't have the details which I have, but I can assure you of that. Once the UPDF is given permission by the Congo government to hunt these people, there is no way ADF will survive. And the proof of that is ADF, LRA, they were originally from Uganda. Why don't they operate in Uganda? why do they operate in Congo or Central African Republic? It is because they can't operate here. There's no way you can operate here and survive as a rebel force. Because they are Ugandan, why don't they fight here? Why do they have to be in Congo, or those places? There are enough forests here. If you think you have the capacity to challenge the state of Uganda, there are forests here. Why don't you use them? Why do you have to go and use the one of Central Africa, then the ones of Congo? So, the moment His Excellency Tshisekedi allowed us, that was really the end of ADF, and it would be the end, I can assure you of that. Now, we started operating in what our people call Sector 1 and Sector 2. These are the areas of Congo directly west of the Rwenzori Mountains and slightly to the northwest. And we have cleared ADF from those areas. With the Congo Army, we are working with the Congo Army, we are not working alone. We have cleared, that area is now totally clear. ADF has been pushed far towards an area called Mombasa. Now, we were engaging our Congolese brothers about what to do next, because some of these concepts are not well known in some of these areas. Fortunately now, when I last met the Chief of Defense Forces of Congo here, just like a week ago, they have agreed to the concept of LDUs, because that can be the only problem. Once we have cleared ADF in what they call Sector 1 and Sector 2, the areas west of the Rwenzori, if we move forward to follow them where they are now, they can come back behind us and start causing trouble. That's why we need a local force to stay there, make sure that they don't come back. Because we have the capacity to ensure that no force hostile to the government of Congo or to our government can congregate anywhere and survive. Congregate, come in numbers, 20, 30, 100. We have that capacity. We have the eyes to see these people from the skies, and we have devastating capacity to destroy them from even long distance, even without getting near. So, as long as the Congo government is allowing us to operate, there is no way the ADF will congregate in that area. So the only thing that they can do is, if we go forward to follow them where they are now, because they have now run to the west, towards Mombasa, towards Commander, then they can come behind us again. But fortunately, the Congo government we have shared with them our concepts here. The concept of the mobile forces to hunt the terrorists, the zone of forces to remain in the area so that in case anybody comes back, they are there. And also the LDUs to guard the villages. If there were LDUs in Nyabugando, that place there, if there had been some local LDUs, that killing of the children would never have happened. But we did not have LDUs in that area because it has been a peaceful area for a long time. Otherwise, if it becomes necessary, we shall put the LDUs. But it's not necessary. Now, when the attack happened on the children on the 16th of June, it was from this sector, what is called Sector 3, that is now the area south of the Rwenzori Mountains and west of Lake Edward. When you go from Mpondwe, the border towards Beni, part of that area is to the left, towards Lake Edward. Now that area, our people had not concentrated on it so much. There were some people there, but not a big number. But when they committed this atrocity, we concentrated on that area. We put new forces, and from that time, from the 16th of June, I can see here 18 ADF. No, but before I go there, I don't know whether you people have the picture of the Wananchi who have gone back to their villages in Sector 1 and Sector 2. That is when they were in refugee camps. But I want to show our people back in their villages. Is that a village or a camp or what? Okay, they are selling some things. What's that? That's a meeting. A classroom. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, but you're going to get even more moving ones. Next time, show them to the Wananchi, the videos, not just these. Nani. So the people in those sectors have gone back to their villages, and they are now harvesting their cocoa and so on. Now, coming back to Sector 3, after the attack, we intensified operations there. And here I can see 18 ADF terrorists have been killed, including somebody called Museveni Mubindo. I don't know whether it is Muhindo or Mubindo. From Kisinga in Kasese district, and one Fazure, Tanzanian. One terrorist was captured alive. 17 SMGs were captured. One machine gun, one RPG, 21 abductees have been rescued. This is now in Sector 3, the area where the attackers, those 10 people who killed those children, We are from that group. And that's what has happened since that time. Now, overall, from Sector 1 and Sector 2, the enemy is killed. They don't show since when, whether from the beginning of the operation or not, but for Sector 1 and Sector 2, 567 enemies killed. SMGs captured 144, machine guns 7, RPGs 6, 1 mortar 60mm, grenades 1, walkie-talkies 132. They had a lot of walkie-talkies, IEDs, improvised explosive devices 10 pieces, phones 47, abductees rescued 207, terrorists captured alive 50, those who surrendered 32. So I don't see the army people here because they are more involved. They should be able to inform you by making some of these people talk to you people, the captured, instead of me coming to tell you. The captured people should be the one to tell you, to tell the Ugandans. The abductees, the ones who have escaped. You know, the NRM and all its groups are always very, very, very weak in terms of information, in terms of informing people. Because why should Museveni be the one to come and talk about ADF? They are commanders who have been captured. Let them come and tell you, because I'm not ADF. Why am I the one talking about ADF and so on, as if I am? You should make the people who are involved to tell the story. You have the captured ADFs, you have those who have surrendered, you have the abductees. So they should be the one telling you the story, and the journalists asking them questions, and then they answer them, so that the whole population knows what's happening. Instead of keeping the war as if it's a secret for me and the commanders, and as if we are keeping a secret. Yes, there are some secrets of plans, but what has happened in the past is not a secret. It should be known. So I directed that the command of the army, is because the UPDF are the ones directly involved, should be the ones to, they should bring journalists and bring these people, the ones they are reading, because I have their names here, those killed and captured, there are so many here. So some of these should come and inform you about what's happening. But the point I want to emphasize to you is that ever since 2007, the ADF was defeated. These efforts of trying to infiltrate and plant bombs and assassinate some people were really miscalculations by the ADF, and we are going to finish them. Now, regarding the bombs, the other day, we diffused the police. This time the CMI worked with the police to defuse more than 3 bombs. Because there was one bomb which was going to be planted in Kayanja's church, which was intercepted and detonated. There was another one in a place called Bunamwaya, planted somewhere in a house. There was another one which was put in a lodge and was going to be exploded later. They were all captured, and the other materials for making bombs were captured. We know, and of course, the CMI and have arrested 7 people who were involved. And we know all this time the ones who are doing this. The planners, mainly the planners, we know them. Sometimes we don't know the executors, but eventually we come to know them. Now the planners are in Congo. So we are going for them. The Congo government has allowed us, apart from hunting the ones in the forests, which we have been doing since 2021, when we started. We shall go for these ones who are sending these young people to kill other people. The other day I had a cold and I had to check for corona. There was no corona at this time, but I still have that cold. Now, we are going to finish all these people. So what my purpose of talking to you now is to make you people not panic, thinking that this is a big problem. The problem was more or less solved long ago when we defeated ADF in Semliki Valley in 2007. In spite of the support for ADF by the Congo government of that time and by the government of Bashir in Sudan. They had support, but we defeated them. Defeating means you kill them and almost finish them. Anybody who enters Uganda armed is killed. So they gave up entering Uganda as a force. Because when you come as a force, a platoon is like 40 people. You come as a company, 150, you are dead. That's what happened in Semliki Valley in 2007. They came, 183 were dead in a very short time. 87, I think, only 13 went back. From that time, they cannot enter Uganda as a force. But they remained in Congo, mainly killing Congolese. But once in a while, that's why they are foolish, because they should have remained quiet. Now, their bad luck is that the Congo government has allowed us to operate in Congo. And we have brought all our capabilities there. Now, this, like the killing of the children in Nyabugando, is a desperate act. Thinking that, oh, if we kill children, the UPDF will pull back from Congo to go and guard the villages. No. We shall have new soldiers to guard the villages. The ones who are hunting you will continue. The infiltration of these people who come who come and buy, because some of the materials they use to make these homemade bombs are ordinary chemicals on the market. Those chemicals are there. So what we need to do is to make anybody who has got that idea of using these chemicals to kill people to lose appetite for doing that. You do it, we kill you. The planner will die or will be captured and prosecuted, and so will the executor. So working with the Congo government, we are hunting these people, the ones who are sending, and because we know who they are. Therefore, I don't want anybody to start panicking and think that there is a big, insoluble problem. The main points of precaution is because these people who are doing this are people who are not known in the area. I think this is also a disadvantage for the ADF, because we have been hunting them, and many of them have either been killed or they have run away. Therefore, like in this case, the people they are trying to use were mainly new people in an area. And it's very easy to deal with that type of person. The other night, I sent a message to the Inspector General of Police, and the message was, don't allow, like in this case, they were targeting the churches. You wait for the people to go in the church, and you take a bomb there in a bag, and you leave it there, and then when you are out, you kill people. But this is if people are not alert. You can only they are also quite stupid in their so-called. This is only when people are not alert. Because when we are alert, first of all, we are not going to allow anybody we don't know in our church. Like my church, I don't know your churches of Kampala, but like mine of Chamati, we know everybody by name. Oh, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. So, you come there, you are non-Chamati, you are not going to enter. Finish. We will get you even before you do anything. So Ugandans, as we are hunting these people in Congo, the authors, your job here is to see anybody you don't know and say, who are you? Police, come. Ugunoha. Onani. That's what actually caused the problems for them at Kayanja's place. Because I had alerted the police, I had sent a message to the police You people, watch out. Anybody trying to go to the church, when he's not known in the area, challenge him. That's how we got them. Now, then, carrying bags containing explosives. You see anybody carrying a bag, you don't know him. But even if he's not carrying a bag, because he may be having a suicide belt, the ones who tie explosives around themselves to kill themselves. So the issue is somebody you don't know in your area should not enter your church, should not enter your bar. Markets are more difficult, but the markets are more organized. There they can check. The